Hello everybody, my name is Josh and I was a computer science examiner for a really long period of time. I was a head of computer science in UK schools and also I run a tutoring business now. I've taught thousands of students and tried to get them better possible grades, and the way that I do this is I try and give you as little as possible to remember so that you can still get the best possible grades and don't have to learn too much to do that. The way we're going to be doing this is we're going to be looking at networks, and this is all to do with the Cambridge International specification today. And what we're going to be looking at is particularly going to be data. So we're going to be looking at packets. We're also going to have a little look at routers and IP addresses today, and we're also going to have a look at packet switching. So first things off, we need to understand about IP addresses. So IP addresses, this is all to do with so if you get a question, what is an IP address? It's a string of numbers that allows the device to communicate on a network. It also may ask for some features that may come up on IP address, which IPv4 is 2 to the power 3, which this is a little bit too much information, but it just gives you an idea. It's 2 to the power 32, which allowed for 4 billion different devices to be used on a network, so giving different addresses to different people on the internet. And as there are now more than 4 billion people using the internet, we actually ran out of IP addresses. So what we had to do is we had to increase the amount that we've got, and you just need to know that the difference between IPv4 and IPv6 is we increased the amount of addresses that we could use, and IPv6 is now in use. We also need to know about how they're static, which means that some of them are not changing, and they're also dynamic, which means that they can change. They can change based on your geographical location. So the combination of your MAC address, which we'll go on to now, which is a group of hexadecimal digits which uniquely identifies your device on a network, is given by the NIC, and it's made up by a manufacturer code and a serial code. This is like you. So if I needed to send you some post, I would address it to you. Your IP address is the thing which is dynamic, and well, in some situations, and what this allows me to do is I would send it to your physical location. So your physical location in this case is going to be to I would need to send that in wherever it's going to in the post, and I would combine it with your name. So the IP address is your geographic location and your MAC address is like you. The next questions that we've got is it's going to be to do with packets. So it's a packet is a small segment of data sent on a network, and that's how data travels around on a network. The slightly more challenging question that we've got is describe packet switching. So it's data at the sender's computer is split up into chunks of data called packets. Mark number 1. They are then sent across the network, and they can all take different routes. At the receiver's computer, they are checked for errors and reassembled, as they will be out of order, and if any are missing or have any errors in there, they then ask the sender computer to resend those ones, and that would get you all 5 marks. They also may ask you for the structure of the data packets. In a header of the packet, you've got the sender IP, the receiver IP, and the packet number. In the payload and the trailer, you've got the actual data and the trailer, which is going to have error checking methods. Final parts, which is what does the router do? What does the NIC do? The router connects your network to the internet. It forwards data packets to the correct place based on the device's IP address. Just change that. Gives devices IP address on your network. And then finally, just going over the NIC, this allows your device to connect to the network, and it's just something that is within your device, so your laptop, your tablet. And this has a MAC address in it, which allows your device to be uniquely identified on the network.